Hello guys, Tomahawk YouTube here with a video I've been wanting to make for quite a while now. That video is why I dislike Corsair keyboards and would encourage you to stay away from them, as well as encourage others to stay away from them as well. My core issue with the Corsair keyboards stems from the fact that they don't have a standard bottom row. One of the main benefits of Cherry MX is that you can easily replace keycaps if they go bad or you want something new. On a keyboard with a standard layout such as this Poker 3, you have 1.25U modifiers, all the same size, and a 6.25U spacebar. On the Corsair keyboards, every single one of them, they have a 6.5U spacebar and different size modifiers from that of a standard board. This means that buying keycaps is much more difficult, and it's often fine to get complete sets to fit the board. Now, my issue with this is not that it's hard to buy replacement keycaps, because I understand a lot of you probably don't really care. But the thing is, there's no benefit that you get as a consumer by having this non-standard bottom row. That slightly longer spacebar and different size modifiers don't offer any better usability. It just means that it kind of gimps the product. It means you can't upgrade the keycaps, change them out if you want to down the line. Seems like an artificial limitation put in by Corsair, and I would hope that we could all vote with our wallets and buy other boards. That way we don't support this practice. My second issue with the Corsair keyboards is that for the price they have very cheap keycaps. They're thin keycaps that aren't very good and don't offer a premium mechanical keyboard experience. The switch is a huge factor in keyboards, but also the keycaps can help make or break a keyboard. My issue with the Corsair keyboards is that they can get quite expensive, and all of them have the same cheap keycaps. They're all thin ABS plastic and can wear out quite quickly, getting quite slick and unpleasant to the touch to work with. And once again, very hard to replace them since they have that non-standard bottom row. Now lately, they've also been doing this texturized spacebar, which personally I'm not a fan of, and I find rather rough, but I can understand why somebody might like that, though if you don't like it, once again, you're out of luck because you can't replace that spacebar very easily. My third issue with the Corsair keyboards is a more widespread issue that doesn't really have to do with Corsair themselves. It's that I find that a lot of the mainstream computer audience is not in tune with the keyboard community. What I mean by this is they seem to be recommending these Corsair keyboards and these other game and targeted boards without knowledge that there are other boards out there made by dedicated keyboard companies that are better quality for the same price. Now, I don't expect all mainstream tech reviewers and mainstream tech enthusiasts to go out and learn all about keyboards, because it's a hobby and there's no reason to spend time on something you don't enjoy. However, I don't like this disconnect between the two communities. If you go on any sort of keyboard enthusiast, like the Mechanical Keyboard subreddit or Geekhack or Desk Authority, you'll see all over the place that the Corsair keyboards are not well liked, for they offer poor value and don't really offer that easy keycap replacement and aren't very good quality once again. But if you go to any main tech reviewer, Tom's Hardware, any mainstream YouTube channel that focuses on tech, you'll find them recommending Corsair everywhere. And I find that there tends to be a lot of misinformation that's being spread around, and I don't feel like the consumers are being properly educated. And I think it is our job as tech enthusiasts to make sure we properly educate ourselves such that we can help educate others and not spread around the same myth that Corsair keyboards are the best keyboards, the best gamer boards. Because they're simply not. There are other options out there. Keyboards are personal preference, and I think it is everyone's job to make sure we inform one another that there are other options out there to help people when they're buying their first mechanical keyboard or really just trying to get a better setup, that they are properly informed and able to make the right decision. That is all of our duty, and by not supporting these Corsair keyboards, that should help. Now, if you have a Corsair keyboard, you like the Corsair keyboards, that is perfectly fine. I'm not saying you shouldn't enjoy it. Keyboards are a personal preference. But I think it's important that we understand that they are not the best keyboards, that they have significant drawbacks that I think it is important for every buyer to consider. And I think it is important that the keyboard community get a little bit more in touch with the mainstream tech community, not going on saying Corsair keyboards are the worst, don't ever buy one, but trying to actually educate people that they have this non-standard bottom row which places an arbitrary limitation on these keyboards, and that you can do better for the same price. Thanks for watching. Let me know on your thoughts below in the comment section down below. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I plan to do a little more regular upload schedule now that I'm back in school. Might be a kind of fun side hobby. And let me know your thoughts on these Corsair boards. I'm not a fan of them, but if you are, let me know what you like about them. I just really don't think there's any reason that Corsair should be doing that non-standard bottom row, and I think it is everyone's job to help remind people of that when they're shopping for a mechanical keyboard. Especially, I really don't like these main tech reviewers. I'm going to do a few calls, Linus Tech Tips, Hardware Canucks, these big names that I think do excellent reviews in other areas and are good overall for the community. But when they do keyboard reviews, they just seem a bit lackluster because they don't mention these big drawbacks like this non-standard bottom rail. Thanks for watching.